Hello everybody, welcome back to another Trains of the World 4 video. We're back on the East Coastway, but it's turned into InterCity way today. As we've got the InterCity class 47, and we're going to do a rail tour from here at Lewes over to Eastbourne. Just take it in, what a lovely livery there. We're just waiting for that Hastings service to bugger out the way, and then we'll be off. So let's get everything set up. So this is the TOD4. Oh, that was weird. See that? Look at that. Look at the number there. Look, ready? What's that? Can I do it if I do F1? Oh yeah, it comes like this. See that? Oh, that's weird. Yeah. So this is the TOD4 class 47. So it might look a little bit weird on East Coastway. That's because it's got the new lighting, but it's an old lighting route. So it looks a bit off. That's fine. Yes, that would be correct. Master key on. Set you to engine only. We don't really need you on, but we'll pop you on anyway. Marker lights are already on. Headlights are already on. And we've got the single yellow, so let's get out of here. Oh no, you've also got the new HUD, the sort of Just Trains AWS HUD on this route as well. That's cool. So we are fast to Eastbourne. We don't stop anywhere else. What we got on the back? No, we've got 66 on the back. Our shed. Let's hope we get going. I think I had an issue on here before, but the train just didn't want to go, and I was changing all the brake settings and it just didn't want to go. But there's no rush though, because we'll be following that stopper ahead of us, which definitely stops at Berwick. I don't think it stops at Glyne though. No, it'll back down the audio as well. So I can tell that's probably quite noisy at the moment. So I don't know how much you could hear of me then, but there we go. Should be a bit better now. Quite a long train as well, look at that. Stretches all the way around. And you've got the new fumes on this as well. Which look, well, a lot better than the fumes you get on a lot of the newer, well, when they have fumes. Last 158, last 170. Goes up to 60. Also our top speed 95, although yeah, I'd probably give 75 for a rail tour. What class are we? Oh, we're 1 Zulu. Will it be 75 for a rail tour? I don't think they can really go faster than that, can they? Well, the Midland Pullman, they go faster. Extremely dirty looking River Ouse. And under the A27 there. Yeah, so we don't want to rush on this service, we'll just be following the other one ahead of us. Let's take it nice and sort of steady. Get a nice little screenshot as well. Bit of rotation, because why not? Let's get the brightness up as well, as it's an old route. Everything just looks a bit dull. Everything has to go up a bit. There we go. Yeah, we'll go this side actually. That would do. Nothing too fancy. Cool. So it's about 25 minutes this run over to Eastbourne. And really, because yeah, you are following the other train. So what we'll do, let's put it, yeah, let's coast it. So we got the single yellow there. So probably did stop at Grind, that train. So yeah, we'll just take it steady. There's no rush. Let people enjoy the Sussex countryside. Ooh, anybody remember this? OG TSW player, if you remember this. YG-ish. I think it was there, that shot there. Was it, yeah, like that? Yeah. Ring a bell? That was the teaser for East Coastway when it first got teased, which would have been, I want to say November, yeah, November 2019, when the route first got teased, and that was the location where they did the tease, and people got it pretty quickly. Coming up to Glynde. So we got Glynde, Berwick, Polegate, Hampton Park, then Eastbourne. It's working quite well though. As if you run the, actually that's vice versa, if you run the Class 40, which is the TOD 3 train, if you run that on, say, Blackpool branches, it just looks off, like really bizarre. Like there's like a really, like all of the lights are like really, really, really bright, and it's not nice. Try it. Put a Class 40 on Blackpool branches. It's nasty. Like everything's got like a light ring round it. So where's the railway boundary fence on the right hand side? Non-existent. But this is an old route, so we can allow it. Those cows could wander onto the line easily. Yeah, we'll say about this speed, sort of 60. We'll try and maintain this sort of speed. As I'm sure, you know, in real life, a driver would be aware that that train ahead of us is a stopper, so there's not really any point going full whack. Take it nice and steady, and then we won't have to come to a halt. 45 miles an hour for the reversible limit. Got the South Downs over to the right of us. There's our assistant there. Who would most likely be operating this rail tour? Who would it likely be? Probably doesn't sound like the Pullman. Was it Bellman Pullman? No, who runs that? It's not West Coast Railways, is it? Or was it Belmont? Who runs the Pullman out of Victoria? That would probably most likely be. And that signal is ages away, but we'll still start slowing down. It's all single aspect signalling, which usually hints to all the signals being far from each other. Which I know that both services pass each other at Berwick. If they're on time, that is. So that one would have passed the other one at Berwick. There's the next signal, and it's a single yellow already. So the next signal after that, I think, is at the end of the platform at Berwick. It's not too hard to remember the locations of the signals on here because there isn't many of them. I mean, I could be wrong in thinking it's I'm pretty certain the next one is at the end of the platform at Berwick. So I'll let that train get some distance. We'll just be straight back into following it. Don't really want to get a red, although we will get a red at Eastbourne. So I think at Eastbourne we actually have to wait for it to go in and then come back out, and then freeze up our platform. So we will have to wait for it there. It really does open the scenery up on this route though, as otherwise you'd be in a 377 where, well, you don't see as much. You're sort of over to one side. It's a bit like running when I ran the HST on Edinburgh Glasgow. It really does open the route up loads, as opposed to being in the tiny weeny 385 cab where you can't really see much. Really opens it up. Nice. With the Mark IIs behind, which are from Northern Trans Pennine. South Downs actually end at Eastbourne. Or the South Downs, yeah, they begin in Eastbourne and end at Winchester. It's like 128 miles from one end to the other. Sort of, yeah, peter out at Eastbourne. And this is flat all the way along the coast. Quite hilly at Hastings. I see the next green light ahead of us, so that's good. See, one thing, well, it wouldn't be on this route, but what I've noticed for quite a lot of the newer routes is they're not using that seasons thing. With Niedertalbahn by Trainsim Germany, in the summer months, you'd see, say, May time, you'd see all the fields sort of with crops in, but then if you went to, say, November time, it would just be completely barren. But I don't think I've seen that on some of the other routes. Sort of, it's I suppose a technology which hasn't been used again. Slowly working our way to Eastbourne. And a single yellow. However slow you go, you still catch up to it. So it's probably sat at Polegate at the moment. Hopefully it doesn't stop at Hampden Park. It's sort of 50-50 whether they stop there. Some do, some don't. Come on. And this was actually one of the first rail tours in the game. I think East Coastway was the first route to have a rail tour on it, and it sort of became a trend to have rail tours on, well, every route. Yes, this was sort of one. I think this was sort of one of the first routes to have it. Well, that was one of the first modern UK routes in ages when this route first came out. Just before this came out, you had Tees Valley and Northern Transpennine. And then before that, I think then West Somerset Railway. And then, yeah, Great Western Express. So there was sort of quite a gap between modern UK routes. Not counting West Somerset Railway, as that's a heritage railway. So this was a big release when it came out. Green. Coming up to Polegate, where the speed comes down to 35 for what would have been the junction once upon a time. Down, this is Polegate. Quite busy. Especially the train's just been. And you've got the 35 just here. And then quite quickly goes back up. Yes, this once upon a time would have been the junction where the line towards Hastings and Orr would have branched off to the left, because now all the trains have to go to Eastbourne and then change ends and go back out. It's a bit weird the way they did get rid of it, because it would have been quite handy. But I suppose you don't really get any freight trains along here. So you don't really, I suppose you'd, well, and passenger trains, most people do go to Eastbourne. So I suppose in a way it didn't really make much sense to have it, but still useful. I think you'd cut off 10 minutes of, well, 10-15 minutes of the journey if it skipped out Eastbourne and went left there straight towards Hastings. If they'd ever try and reinstate it. Well, I think it has been built on now. There's Eastbourne over there. All these sort of parts of it. The northern reaches of it. I've ever got a shot from this lake pond. There it is. So the water was on a gradient over there as well. So you got the other line which comes from Pevensey and West Ham. There's obviously a train sat there as well, a very blurry looking train. Right behind us. And the signals get much closer together. I think, yeah, you get double yellows on this bit as it's quite busy. There's the line joining up. 55. Not too far away now. So that is Willingdon Junction, that is. There we go. There you go, next stop along is Eastbourne. I'm assuming that's a Sainsbury's there. Like that's the most like default looking Sainsbury's building. And over to the left in real life you've got a little miniature railway. And there's also a lake as well, but oh yeah, you've got a little miniature railway in there. There's the 55 and there's the single yellow. So the signal protecting Eastbourne station is that red at danger. So we've got to wait for that train we were following to then come out the other way. Sit there for a couple of minutes. No, Daniel's to subscribe, but you'll know when this video is being recorded then. Attempt to stop before the red. Put a little bit of the loco brake on out of low speed. Where's the other train? Just behind us? Oh, that's Hampden Park. Well, the other one's already got the road to go, so it should be coming out shortly. Let's have a look. It's got the grain. Why doesn't the signaller just put us into the other platform? Just like, put us there. But no. It will get moving. Shortly, hopefully. And we can then get in. Little stand up. Stretch the legs. That'd be like sort of your PO view if you could change the field of view on the game. Put it back to say there. Because otherwise you're sort of in the sort of default when you're sort of like that, aren't you? In real life you probably would be, what, like that? I think there's a mod on PC where you can change the field of view. Move it back a bit. Yeah, there it is. Right, let's sit back down. Yeah, platform 2. There's a bit of oomph to get going. does take a bit of oomph. Come on. There's the Electro Star. Hastings. Yes, that was the slow one. Or slower one. I think the all one's the fastest. Past the wash. I don't know why they never timetabled it so you go into platform 3. I think your platform is the third. Is it one? Possibly one actually. The one furthest over. Got that speed considerably down. Yeah, it's platform 3. You wouldn't have to wait for the other train then. These are sort of the main platforms 1 and 2 at Eastbourne. 3 does get used, but not as much, I usually find. Usually get stock sitting there for a bit. Ashford International, this one heads to. Try and use the loco brake to bring us to a fairly gentle stop. Yeah, that would do. Right, here we are. This is Eastbourne, which I think says like "Welcome to the Sunshine Town" or something like that. There you go, get that off, then go off, and tail light can go on. Well, that is good, everybody. Here comes the other train for today's Train Sim World video. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Links all the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. After that, thanks all for coming in. Hopefully I'll see you next time. See you all. Take care. Bye guys.